Free education and where it gets you. For a little context here, if you want it, down below the video, I have linked to a previous video that I did not that long ago covering this same exact topic with another real life example. But here, just another data point, and yeah, you're welcome to go the free education route, but you'll see. Before I get to the real actual example, I would just want to kind of set up a little context here. I'm hoping you've heard a saying similar to, hey, points A to B. You got to get from point A, you got to get to point B, whether that is, in learning or any other avenues of life. But yeah, points A to B. One step at a time, take your time, you just got to learn one thing, some sort of variation of the saying. But yeah, you want to get from point A to B. So what I want to focus on here is point B. And yes, I am working a little bit backwards here, but it'll make sense. So point B is where I want to pick up the conversation with Dan. And without further ado, let's just see what Dan has to say. A little quick context here. On my YouTube channel, I do live trade videos. So this is a comment that's being left within the YouTube comment section. So Dan asks, what indicator are you using at the 2-minute, 10-second mark? I'd like to keep this video as short as possible. So I'm not going to go into all the dynamics, but just understand this. At this point, Dan is asking about something that is very, very basic. An indicator where, I'm not going to say that if you're brand new, you should know what the indicator is. I'm not saying that at all. But again, this will make more sense after I kind of fill things in. However, it's by no means something that I would consider advanced. I wouldn't even consider it intermediate. I would say that once you start, learning, once you start a proper education thing is a structured education, then it's again, not right off the get-go. It's not basic, but it's definitely within the ballpark of just basics in terms of recognizing it as a tool. Now, how you use it, when you should use it, that's more of the advanced stuff. But just recognizing what it is, I'd say that's within the basic realm of things. So that is this indicator that they are asking me about. I reply back and I should say, hey, check out my courses. That's where you're going to learn, because it's one thing to just tell them the indicator, but what's that really doing for them? Not much, because sure, that's the name of the indicator. But like I said, then there is well, how do you use it? And most importantly, when should you use it? So I just said, here's my courses, because that's when you'll learn not only what it is, you'll learn when to use it, how to use it, all that good stuff. And then let's see the reply back. The reply back to me is, you want me to buy your course. Now they went on to say some other things, but that's the main thing to hear, that, hey, you just want me to buy your course. Just, tell me the answer. And I pretty much explained to them what I just explained to you. Well, yeah, I could give you the name of it, but what's that gonna do for you? The courses are not only tell you what the indicator is, the name, but then, the when and the how to use it. So they finally reply back with this. So many great free courses out there. Good luck with yours. Their words, not mine. So many great free courses out there. In other words, so much great free information. So the context has been established. This whole timeline from point A to B is in the realm of, well, you know what? I'm going down the free route. That is my attitude. So much good free stuff out there. And then I started to look and I thought, why does that name look kind of familiar? And I ran, within YouTube, behind the scenes, when you're looking at comments, you can run searches for names or comments or whatever within all your the comments on your videos. So I ran a search for this person's name, and then this one popped up. Keep in mind that green box. Dan says, the same Dan, thank you. Where do you think this will go Monday? Now this comment was in reply to just one of the video chart analyses I do. And that's fine. They were clearly brand new, because they're asking what I think a stock's going to do, and just asking somebody on the internet, that's nothing new. That happens all the time when you're brand new and you don't know what you don't know. That's fine. They're brand new. We all start off as brand new, so nothing wrong with that. I mean, yeah, you don't want to do that, but it's understandable. They were brand new. But then, do you see that green box? That comment was 3 years ago. Let me say that again. That where they're acting like a really, really brand new person was 3 years ago. And then you fast forward to where we've been hanging out at point B, And they're still asking such basic questions. Now, to be fair, maybe, I'm not saying that every single day, 4 hours a day for the past 3 years, Dan was just digging into free information. I mean, maybe he was, but maybe he was, I don't know. But let's just say that Dan is, he took a little break. So I don't know. Let's say he took a break of 1.5 years. I mean, think about that. A total break of 1.5 years. That's pretty big. Heck, let's say that he took a break for 2 years. So now he's like right here. So this whole time, yeah, all right. It wasn't really 3 years because he just totally went away from the markets. This right here is still what? 1 year. So 1 year's worth of time to still be asking such a basic question, that is not good. That is not good. And again, this is not me pulling in some hypothetical situation. And this is what could happen if you choose free education. No, he's the one that flat out said, oh, there's plenty of good free stuff out there. Oh, all right, well, that free stuff has gotten you pretty far, hasn't it, in a year? Heck, I mean, let's cut that down to 6 months. 6 months is a long time to go from brand new to still be asking such basic questions. 6 months? I mean, like I said, for all we know, this could be the full 3 years. I don't know. But the moral of the story here, hopefully that I'm doing a good job, is if you want to go the free education route, that is fine. Am I saying it's going to turn out like this? You never know. And more on that, more reason behind that in the video down below where I talk about why 90% fail. Because you would think if trading was so easy because there's so much free stuff out there, then why are the failure rates at 90%? Well, I go into a lot more details down in that link below if you want to watch that. But as far as just collecting more data points in terms of the results of free education, I had to do this one because it was just, come on. That's, that's ridiculous. I wish Dan all the best. I really do. I hope he can get things figured out and structured in a way where the free education can work. And I hope he becomes, a millionaire and all that. That's what I want for him. But I think we can all agree that his whole attitude of free being great, free working, I don't know. I don't know. I think it might be worth considering investing into a structured educational program for somebody, where you like what they have to offer from the free side of things. And in my case, if you do like my free videos, then yeah, I am very confident you would enjoy the premium content that I have to offer. So, but if you want to go and spend money with somebody else to get their program, that's cool too. That's totally fine. Would I love to be the one that coaches and teaches you and guides you along the way? Yeah, I absolutely would. But if you feel more comfortable with somebody else, then by all means, go with them. But be very careful with an attitude of, oh yeah, free's great. There's so much free stuff out there. That timeline, even if we just cut that down to 6 months, 6 months, that's a long time. If you are out there trading alone currently and maybe are in the market looking for a community to join to assist you in your trading or to just help you, give you another set of eyeballs, then I do have a private trading community where you can trade alongside me and other experienced traders. So what you see popping up on the screen right now is both an information link. So if you click on the inner circle one, that is going to take you to the page where I explain all the details of what exactly come with the community, both the chat room and the newsletter. And then the other image that has popped up is a behind the scenes tour where you can see exactly what is going to be contained within the community. I take you through, like I said, a behind the scenes tour of everything, and that way you'll know precisely what you are getting when you join. So definitely check that stuff out if you are interested and thinking about wanting to join a community, and let me know if you have any questions.